So I'm gonna clean out my flute a little bit because I'm a music education major. So yes, I hope to one day be able to teach music. A lot of people always ask me, like, do I know what I want to teach yet? And if I'm being completely honest, I don't know. And I don't know, it's something that I really love. My grandma has a piano. She still has it to this day, the same piano. She has it in her house, and I remember I used to always go and play the piano. It never made sense, let me just tell you that, because I didn't know what I was doing. So that's when I was introduced to music at a very young age. Then I started getting older, and I started learning how to play the piano. Like, I literally taught myself how to play the piano, how to like read the notes. And this was like probably around the same time I was a beginner playing the flute, maybe a little bit before. So like my 5th grade, I was probably like 11, 12. I started getting older. At church every Sunday after, I would go up to the stage and start playing on the piano, and people noticed and they're like, wow, you should play like for Sunday. And I was like, they wanted the youth to do a song, so I played the piano a few times at my church. We went to a summer camp and we've played the piano for like 2 or 3 talent shows. Everyone has a gift. Everyone has a talent. It may take some longer than others to figure out what your talent is. And your talent could be anything from cooking to sewing to coloring to anything. Like, your talent literally can be anything. God gave you a talent, and your job is to use that talent. So I started thinking, I was like, I don't know, it was probably like the second time we had went to youth camp, so I was probably like a sophomore or a freshman. And I'm like, what's my talent? I start, questioning. Obviously, I'm like, what can I do? And a lot of people, I hope I'm not the only one, because then I'm weird. A lot of people, like, they don't think they have a talent. They think like, oh, I can't do anything. Like, I'm not good at this, I'm not good at that. And like, so I start thinking like really hard, and literally probably thinking, it took me like over a year to realize like my talent's music. Since I was probably like in 6th grade, I'd always told myself I was gonna do criminal justice. I was gonna major in criminal justice. I wanted to be in the FBI. My sophomore and junior year of high school, I started questioning. I'm like, is this really what I want to do with my life? I had never been so confused in my life. It was my junior year. I had never been so confused in my life. And they were like, I've had people telling me, different people, directors, friends, like, you're good, you should continue this. And I'm like, I can't do that. I can't do what those people do in college. Like, they're so much better than me. Like, there's no way. Like, I don't practice that much. I'm not that good, all this and that. And I would always, I'm about to cry. No, I'm sorry. I'm not an emotional person either, so this is wild, y'all. I didn't even know I was gonna cry. I always told myself, like, I wasn't good enough. I can't do it. So that's what kept bringing me, like, no, you're not gonna do that. You can't do that. And literally, you are your hardest judge. I don't remember who told me that, but it is true. Like, you are your hardest judge. You bring yourself down more than anybody ever will. And so I was like, people think I'm good. Like, why am I letting myself bring me down when I know I'm good? I realized, like, I am good enough. I can do this. Whenever I realized what I wanted to do, I didn't tell anybody. Literally, I told nobody. And I didn't tell anybody because I was afraid that they were gonna judge me. Like, I was wasting my life, basically. Like, when people think of majoring in music, I'm not saying all people, but a lot of people, and I'm not saying my parents either, because my parents, like, supported me 100%. They support me like 100%. I'm saying, though, like, other people, they're like, music, never. But, like, and, like, some people even in music, like, in high school, they'll be like, band teacher? Who? Like, hello, who's gonna teach these kids? Who's gonna, like, show music to the world if I don't, or if other people don't? Like, so that's why I was, like, really nervous to tell people. I'm gonna cry again. I was really nervous to tell people because I didn't want them to think that I was wasting my time, basically, my money in college. So I figured out what I wanted to do, like, the middle of my junior year, literally, like, by second semester. I had determined that I was going to do music. And I didn't tell anybody until, like, the middle of my senior year. So it was probably, like, September. I was like, I need to start telling people, like, this is getting serious, this is getting real. I was starting to apply for colleges, and I was like, someone needs to know. So I went to the person that encouraged me because they told me that I would be good. This person had made an impact on my music career and my, like, just personal, like, life. Yeah, so I told this person, and they were literally so excited, like, so excited. So next, I tell my parents, and my mom knew. She knew. She just knew. Like, I feel like she knew. Maybe she didn't. I don't know. I feel like she knew, and they were totally okay with it. They knew that I had been a part of band. My sister was in band, even though she quit. Like, music has just always been a part of our lives, and so they loved it. So I would tell some people, some of my friends, and most were just like, oh, okay. Like, I just felt like they didn't think that I was doing something good for myself. So I just felt like they thought I could be doing something better. It's not like they were, like, unsupportive or, like, brought me down about it. It's just I could feel it. Like, I don't know. Some friends were more happy than others. I'm not, and I love my friends. And then there were people like, how is she gonna waste her time on doing music in high school? I mean, in college, like. So yeah, now here I am. I say I'm music. And honestly, I can't picture myself doing any other major. I'm so happy. I love music. I love being here. I don't know. I'm just so happy. I mean, I seem happy right now, but I'm happy. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard. It's very stressful. Trying to get all the things that you need done in the correct amount of time. That was my story. I hope you enjoyed. But yeah, thank you for listening to my short story time. Or maybe it won't be short. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but so thank you so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed, and yeah, if anyone has any questions, let me know. Okay, bye guys.